The Therapeutic Buzz. How Bees Are Becoming the New Wellness Influencers. A 5,000-word documentary script, film logline. From backyard hives to bespoke, healing huts, this film explores the unexpected, profound therapeutic connection between humans and honeybees, examining the science of their calming buzz and their ancient role as agents of emotional wellness. Part 1. The Unlikely Healer. Dawn at the Apiary. For millennia, we have known the honeybee as a symbol of industry, a vital link in our global food chain, and a silent guardian of biodiversity. We thank them for our harvest, our flowers, and the golden bounty of honey. But what if their greatest gift isn't found on a plate or in a field, but deep within the quiet chambers of the human mind? The idea of the bee as a purveyor of wellness is not new. Across cultures and centuries, their products, honey, pollen, propolis, royal jelly, formed the bedrock of folk medicine. Yet, a new understanding is emerging. It suggests the bee's true therapeutic power is not in what they produce, but in the sheer act of being near them. It's a connection that is shifting from agriculture to anthropology, from hobby to holistic therapy. Interview. Willow Hankinson, beekeeper, innovator. I started keeping bees 26 years ago, purely out of curiosity. I was dealing with a lot of personal despair, a sense of overwhelm about the state of the world. What I found, though, wasn't just a new hobby. It was a lifeline. It was a sense of fascination that soon turned into inspiration and excitement, emotions that had been missing for a long time. Today, this ancient practice is finding a modern audience, a growing community of people, from city dwellers to high-profile figures, seeking an antidote to the overstimulated lives of the 21st century. They're discovering that caring for these tiny, perfect creatures is a powerful way to nurture inner calm. Interview. Drive. TAASHBALAKAS. Psychologist. We are constantly looking for the next mindfulness app, the next quick fix. Beekeeping, or what we might call insect-assisted therapy, is the opposite. It demands your full presence. We know from environmental and occupational psychology that engaging in structured, purposeful outdoor activities can dramatically lower stress hormones and improve mood regulation. The fascinating part here is that it's a blend of science and soul. It's nature, plus the ultimate exercise in non-judgmental, focused attention. The evidence is mounting. In a world defined by acceleration, the hive offers a lesson in perfect, organic rhythm. It forces us to pause, observe, and connect with a pace of life older than human memory. This film journeys into the hive and the mind to uncover the neurobiological, cultural, and historical roots of the therapeutic buzz. We will see how these hardworking pollinators have become the most unlikely, yet most powerful, new wellness influencers. Part 2. The neurobiology of the hive. The science of slowing down. To understand the therapeutic effect of bees, we must first understand the modern affliction, chronic stress. Our fight-or-flight response, designed for acute emergencies, is now perpetually activated by emails, deadlines, and social media. The body is flooded with the stress hormone, cortisol. Interview. Drive. TAASHBALAKAS. Psychologist. The magic of the hive lies in its ability to interrupt that cycle. Beekeeping is an ultimate form of attention restoration therapy, art. The environment is inherently fascinating, but not demanding in a stressful way. When you open a hive, you have to be completely focused on the queen, on the pattern of the comb, on the behavior of the foragers. If your mind wanders, you risk agitating the colony. Interview. Drive. TAASHBALAKAS. Psychologist. This required focus is so absorbing that it overrides the rumination loop, the constant dwelling on problems that defines anxiety and depression. That switch, from internal stress to external focus, is when the brain begins to down-regulate the sympathetic nervous system, the gas pedal of the stress response. As the stress response recedes, the parasympathetic nervous system, our body's rest and restore mode, takes over. This is primarily mediated by the vagus nerve, the low frequency of the hive's hum, the subtle warmth, the rhythmic movement of the bees. These sensory inputs act as a powerful, non-invasive vagal stimulant. Interview. Sarah Decker, beekeeper, mother, setting, in her kitchen, holding a jar of honey. I thought beekeeping was just about honey. What I didn't expect was just how grounding the experience would feel. For our family, it's become more than a hobby, it's a ritual. You can't rush when you're working with them. If you're tense, the bees feel it. It forces you to slow down, to breathe deeply, to stay fully present. It has a meditative quality, and it's something we share as a family. Interview. Mark Decker, beekeeper, father, bees work in perfect harmony. There's something humbling about being close to that rhythm. It's also been a powerful learning tool for the kids: patience, respect for nature, and even courage. The world outside can be chaotic, but inside the hive, everything is ordered, everything has purpose. We always leave feeling calmer and clearer. The anecdotal evidence of thousands of beekeepers is now being validated by formal investigation. Research into the mental well-being impact of being connected to bees is rapidly expanding. A 2024 Irish study specifically linked caring for bees with several positive outcomes: stress reduction, emotional regulation, social connectedness, and a renewed sense of purpose. Meanwhile, a 2023 Italian study focused on the emotional state of beekeepers, finding that the practice fosters positive emotions, psychological flow, and profound feelings of amazement. The effect is not just calming, it is emotionally enriching. Interview. Drive. TAASHBALAKAS. Psychologist. The term, psychological flow, is key. That's the state where you are so immersed in an activity that time seems to disappear. In beekeeping, that flow state is induced by a complex but manageable task in a beautiful natural environment. Time spent in nature, combined with caring for another living thing, it's a dual-action boost to well-being. It's the perfect antidote to our overstimulated lives. But perhaps the most powerful therapeutic element is purely sensory: the sound of the hive. The collective hum of thousands of wings vibrating at a specific frequency, often between 180 and 230 Hz, is not arbitrary. This sound range is known to be deeply resonant with human hearing, often used in sound therapy for relaxation. It is a biological white noise, a steady, unwavering baseline that tells the primitive brain, everything is safe, the world is functioning. Part 3. The royal buzz and cultural adoption. The wellness influencers. When celebrities and royals adopt a hobby, the world takes notice. The therapeutic buzz around beekeeping has been amplified in high-profile circles, elevating it from a niche agricultural practice to a global wellness trend. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, has spoken of tending to her hives as a way to stay in the moment. Her brother-in-law's sister-in-law, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, shares her love of the craft with her brother, James Middleton, who has spoken candidly about his mental health struggles, describing time spent with his bees as a form of meditation. These testimonials are powerful, not because of their fame, but because they validate the core human need for grounding. David Beckham became a convert during the enforced stillness of the COVID lockdowns. It became a shared activity with his sons, a simple, calming anchor during a time of global anxiety. The appeal is universal. It's an activity that takes place entirely outside the digital sphere. It cannot be rushed, optimized, or gamified. But the impact of beekeeping extends far beyond celebrity endorsement. For many, it offers a pathway back to purpose. Interview. Mike Jenkins. When I came back, the world felt loud, too fast. PTSD makes it hard to focus, hard to feel safe. I tried a lot of things. When I started beekeeping through a veterans program, it was the first time I felt truly responsible for something that wasn't a burden. Interview. Mike Jenkins, veteran, beekeeper. You have to be calm, or you get stung. The bees are demanding, but in a good way. They don't care about my past, they only care about my presence. It's the ultimate form of forced mindfulness. The sense of purpose, knowing I'm helping these incredible creatures, helping the environment, that's what anchors me. It's life outside of myself. The mechanics of beekeeping, the slow lifting of heavy boxes, the required stillness, the intense search for the tiny queen, are physical actions that promote sensory grounding. Every movement is a deliberate exercise in gentle physical movement. The weight of the boxes, the texture of the propolis, the sweet scent of the honey, all bring the mind out of abstraction and into the present moment. Interview. Drive. TAASHBALAKAS. Psychologist. We talk about purpose a lot in therapy. But purpose is action, not just a feeling. Beekeeping provides a tangible, structured, and inherently good purpose. You are a steward. You are directly responsible for the health of 80,000 individuals. This sense of stewardship is incredibly powerful for rebuilding self-worth and combating feelings of helplessness. The reward is tangible: the jar of honey, the healthy hive, which reinforces the positive behavioral loop. The bees, in their perfect, synchronized existence, offer a powerful metaphor. They are a community where every individual has a vital role, where chaos is organized, and where every act is toward a common good. For the human mind, seeking pattern and order in a turbulent world, The hive is a profound mirror of potential harmony. Part 4. The ancient roots of apitherapy. The hive as a sanctuary. The idea of the hive as a direct source of healing is far from a new wellness fad. It has deep roots in Eastern Europe, particularly in countries like Ukraine and Slovenia, where the practice is known as apitherapy, the therapeutic use of bee products, and even the air of the hive itself. Interview. Willow Hankinson, beekeeper, innovator. In Eastern Europe, this is not just an alternative therapy, it's a prescribed treatment. They have long embraced the hive as a source of healing and calm. Apitherapy is used, often by conventional doctors, for things like respiratory disorders, insomnia, anxiety, and depression. The full benefits, not just the honey, but the atmosphere, have been understood for centuries. The air within and surrounding the hive is a complex pharmacy. Bees constantly vent air from the hive, air that is saturated with the volatile organic compounds of propolis. Propolis, a resinous material collected by bees from tree buds, is used to seal and sterilize the hive, making it one of the cleanest environments in nature. When inhaled, these compounds are thought to have a cleansing, anti-inflammatory effect on the human respiratory system. Taking inspiration from this ancient European practice, Willow Hankinson has spearheaded a modern revival, the creation of bespoke, carefully engineered bee healing huts. Interview. Willow Hankinson, beekeeper, innovator. We wanted to create a means to safely experience an intimate and immersive encounter with honeybees, without the risk of being stung. The huts are built directly above the hive, separated by a secure, perforated screen. They are designed with ventilation portals that direct the subtle warmth, the scent, and the calming pheromones of the bees directly to the participant. The experience is a multi-sensory cocoon. The visual observation, watching the intricate, purposeful dance of the bees, activates the focused attention that Dr. Balakas described. The sense of smell is immersed in the therapeutic blend of propolis and fresh nectar. But above all, it is the sound that is paramount. Interview. Jane, bee hut user. Case study 3. Setting. Immediately after a session, visibly refreshed. I came in with my mind racing, a headache from staring at a screen all day. When you first lie down, the sound is very present, almost surrounding you. Then, after maybe 5 minutes, your brain seems to accept it as the new normal. The chaos just falls away. I've never meditated so deeply. I actually fell asleep, and I haven't taken a nap in years. It's like the sound massages your whole nervous system. Interview. Drive. TAASHBALAKAS. Psychologist. What is remarkable about the bee hut is the combined effect. You have the acoustic signal, the low-frequency hum, which is known to soothe. But you also have the pheromones. Bees release various subtle chemical signals, often related to congregation and colony harmony. Inhaling these subtle, natural compounds, combined with the deep sensory input, activates that all-important vagus nerve. It forces the system to drop into a state of profound rest and restoration. It is effectively a guided meditation created entirely by nature. Hankinson says the huts can be booked for overnight stays, but the calming effect is often immediate. Even short sessions, as little as 15 minutes, can provide a deeply meditative, relaxing experience, offering a tangible, immediate counter to the effects of chronic modern stress. Part 5. The future of insect-assisted therapy. Harmony and sustainability. Beekeeping and the rise of apitherapy huts represent more than just a passing trend. They signal a fundamental shift in how we seek wellness. It is a return to simple, sensory, nature-based practices, necessitated by the profound psychological costs of our digital age. The philosophical lesson of the bee is perhaps the most enduring therapeutic tool of all. The colony operates in perfect, selfless synchronicity. Individual effort serves the collective good. There is no waste, no rush, and no distraction from the task at hand. This observation of flawless natural rhythm provides a sense of grounding that manufactured solutions cannot replicate. Interview. Drive. TAASHBALAKAS. Psychologist. Beekeeping reduces stress not just by lowering cortisol, but by changing our perspective. It forces us to engage with a life cycle that is far larger than our own immediate problems. The bee's work is constant, critical, and humble. That humility, that focus on the greater, natural world, pulls us out of our own self-absorption, which is a key component of many mood disorders. Interview. Willow Hankinson, beekeeper, innovator. When I started teaching others how to care for bees, I saw that same spark of wonder in their eyes. Many spoke about a deep sense of calm and presence. The connection between the bees and human well-being is a reciprocal one. The better we care for them, the more they give back to us, not just in honey, but in peace. The future of wellness might just be found in becoming better stewards of the natural world. The therapeutic buzz is a reminder that the quiet, unsung heroes of our planet often hold the keys to our most complex human needs. In the rhythmic labor of the hive, we find the stillness we crave. In the act of caring for a colony, we find the purpose we lost. And in the tiny, perfect world of the honeybee, we rediscover our own capacity for harmony. The wellness influencers have arrived, and they are six-legged,